So here are some African current countries that are currently at war. We have Sudan, a brutal fight going on in Sudan, and people are worried that if this war continues in Sudan, it could lead to a genocide. And the African Union is watching this, and all these African countries are watching, and none of them is doing anything to stop it. We have war in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is, of course, obviously, this war has been going on for so many years, and the government has failed. It's a failed government. The government has failed to contain the war, and they sent Rwanda and Congo came to an agreement. They said there was going to be a ceasefire, and now ceasefire happened. The war did not stop. We have war going on in Ethiopia. Currently, there's drone strikes, there's bombing that's going on in Ethiopia, and I don't think anybody is talking about it, and you can't hear it on the news. But there's war going on in Ethiopia. It's a tribal war. Even Sudan, the war in Sudan is also tribal war. Congo is probably the same thing. There's tribal war going on, and then there's this exterior forces that are coming in, and they get the opportunity to extract mineral resource, to exploit mineral resource illegally when they see these African countries, fighting each other. We have also war in Somalia. There's war going on in Somalia, central Somalia, northern, southern Somalia. And there was even a report that the U.S. force bombed Al-Shabaab in Somalia over 8 days. That was on the August of the 1725. There was bombing. I don't care if the U.S. was bombing the rebels or what. I don't know why is the United States involved in Somalian war and bombing Somalia. So these people can't stop being involved in African businesses. We have war going on in Sudan. I mean, in South Sudan, there's war going on in South Sudan. The Sahel region, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, there's war going on as we speak. Even though everybody's praising Burkina Faso for what they're doing, yeah, but they're doing what they're doing with the help of the Russians. So when the absence of the Russians, Burkina Faso was continue to suffer, and the war won't stop in Burkina Faso. So the question is like, what's going on with these African countries at war? What do these people, when these African leaders, when they go to Ethiopia on the African Union summit, when they sit down, what exactly do they discuss? What they do they even talk about how they can contain these wars and how to stop these wars? Because most of them you see when they're sitting down in these African meetings, you see them sleeping. It's like after the meeting, everybody just go home and sleep, and they don't do anything because every all these wars that's going on in happening in Africa, none of the African countries is standing up to stop, trying to stop the African. Actually, I think the African Union should be stopped. These people should be boycotted. We should not let African Union exist because these people don't do anything to stop anything. I think a bunch of them are corrupt and thieves, and they should not even exist. And then you wonder why young African people are leaving the continent of Africa and trying to find life somewhere else, going to Europe, going to the Americas, go to Asia, because Africa has no future for them. Africa has no future for young African people that are growing up, and it's really scary.